hiring. So I'm going to give the Transportation Committee, TAG's Transportation Committee, the floor.
Hi, Ed gave us a very good segue into finding out about Project Connect. It's way over budget for one thing. They're going to roll the rail bonds in with road bonds, and there are going to be bonds in there that are going to pay for toll roads. In other words, they use the taxpayer money to pay for these toll roads. And there is some opposition to this. If it doesn't pass this time, they're going to try to get it to pass next time. So this is going to be a long battle. There's a city council meeting Thursday, August the 7th, and they're going to work on the wording for this Project Connect. We should go and have some people show up, and maybe if we can find a good speaker here that can try to speak to the city council, that would be great. Ed, if you could do that, that would be wonderful. But I'm going to turn this over to Vince May. He's going to give us more information on it. You will see brochures that I put out at all the tables breaking down the cost of this. So, here we go.
All right, Vince May.
Thanks, Mayor. There's another important reason that the city council should not vote to put this on the ballot.
Can you speak a little bit louder?
And the reason that the other reason that the city council should not put this on the ballot is because this train project is one small part of Project Connect. Project Connect is big. They want to take 2/3 of all of our transportation money and pour it into Project Connect. And they say that the different parts of the Project Connect are all dependent on each other. So if we pass this, if they put this on the ballot and it passes, that's presuming that you want all the other parts of Project Connect. Let me point to one of them. That road out there is Burnett Road. I've got a Campo document that says they want to reduce that to 2 lanes wide and convert the other 2 lanes into a bus rapid transit lanes. They want to do this, and they want to do that from the Domain all the way down Burnett and onto Lamar and down South Lamar to Westgate Boulevard. That's on the Campo plan. So if you want the train, you want to reduce that road capacity by 50%. Same thing is true of South Congress and North Lamar. And they did have Martin Luther King from State Highway 130 to North Lamar. This is part of Project Connect. And these projects don't necessarily have to come up for a vote. So if this item, the preferred local alternative train, the Highland Mall project, gets on the ballot and passes, people are in essence approving all of these other projects. So on August 7th, now I think, Mary, you were wrong. That's when they're going to vote to put this on the ballot.
Right, to put it on the ballot. Yeah.
It's not a work session.
Okay.
And I would like to see TAG people show up and oppose that on August 7th at the city council meeting. Really, we need to have a TAG person.
Can you say that date again?
It's August 7th, the
Thursday.
regularly scheduled city council meeting. And I live in Elgin. So if I show up, you know, they're going to wonder, people could righteously say, well, why is your your opinion important to us? This is Austin. So we should have people from the city of Austin, and we should have people who can speak better than I do.
So Vince, last time I asked the body here who is passionate about this transportation problem and this travesty, budgetary travesty, almost everybody raised their hand. So who is going to show up on August 7th? Okay, so towards the end of this meeting, we're going to break out into our Transportation Committee microgroup, and I would like the people that raise their hands and the people that are interested to be here so that we can organize and get there. We have to get organized, and action has to happen in between TAG meetings.
Well, I'll just tell you a couple other horror stories about Project Connect. They want to put tolls on downtown streets. They've already marked Cesar Chavez Boulevard from Mopac to Congress as being a tolled road. That's to earn money to pay for the trains. They want to put a toll on each of the bridges crossing the Colorado River, Congress, South First, and Lamar. That's to convince you that you should ride the bus, because if you don't, your tolls are going to pay for the buses. So I'm about finished up. If anybody has a question.
Remember, we're about to convene our micro groups here in a few minutes. If you want to ask a question right now, that's great, but you will get your questions answered if you are a part of this micro group. One question. Okay,
I was just gonna ask what time Thursday. Is it usually in the morning or in the afternoon, or is it?
See,
anyone's
they never
guess?
tell you. You can look on the city council website and see, they'll give a number and a name for the issue that they're gonna speak on. And an approximate time, is that right, Vince?
I'm really not familiar with how Austin City Council does their business. They could, it's probably going to be an evening thing, but we will be able to find out when the item is posted to the agenda.
Yeah,
So-
it'll probably be in the evening.
Bill Warham.
Yeah, they're going to make this as difficult on you as possible, but this is where your ability to communicate with your group, Justin, is going to be important if you want to be there when the issue comes up, to be able to get electronic communications, texts or emails or whatever. But it's also like going to the state legislature. You can sign in for or against a particular measure. We'll find out which agenda item number it is. Even if you can only show up at some point during the day when we know the agenda item number and say, I'm against agenda item 63 or whatever it is, that counts. And then the people that are actually there can get 3 minutes of speaking time. Now they're gonna cut that off, no doubt, but you can give speaking time to another person. So if we have people, you can get more speaking time, and that's an effective way to get the microphone.
Vince May and Mary Anderson with the TAGS Transportation Committee.